Hello, you are watching a news bulletin of IPR department with me, Cheering Eden. Let's head straight to the news. Starting with COVID-19 national figures, India has recorded 26,964 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, the Union Health Ministry informed this morning. Number of active cases in the country now stands at 3,01,989, which is the lowest in 186 days. As per the ministry, the recovery rate in the country currently stands at 97.77%, the highest since March 2020. The country reported 383 deaths due to COVID-19 infections in the last 24 hours, and the daily positivity rate in India stands at 1.69%. Sikkim reported 43 new cases on Tuesday, taking the positivity rate to 8.4%. Meanwhile, India has administered 82,65,15,000 plus doses of the COVID-19 vaccine under the nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive. Now in state affairs, Vishwa Shanti Puja, or the World Peace Worship, was organized for 3 days by the Vishwa Shanti Puja Ayojak Samiti of Rinchen-Pong, West Sikkim. On the last day of the puja on Tuesday, Chief Minister Prem Singh Thamang attended the ceremony as the chief guest at Nangyur Rinchen Choling Gumpa, situated at Megidara, Rinchen-Pong. The program was also attended by Ministers Sonam Lama, Loknath Sharma, Bhim Hang Limbu, MLAs Sunita Gajmer, Aditya Gole, MP Lok Sabha Indrahang Subba, Advisor to CM Rohit Raj Maharaj, Political Secretary Jacob Culling, DIG Sikkim Police, DC West chairpersons and advisors to the government of Sikkim, other officials and the local community. During the program, the Chief Minister was felicitated on behalf of the Gumpa community by His Holiness Rinpoche Sangye Yongden Gyatso. The Chief Minister announced the grant of Rs 50 lakhs from the government to the Gumpa committee and also made an announcement for the construction of Guru Padma Sambhava Studies and Meditation Center at Dentam. It was also announced that West District would be converted into a tourism corridor and that Uttari and Chiwa Bhanjang along the international border with Nepal would be converted into business hubs. During the program, the CM was felicitated by Namthang Ratepani Rodhi Ghar Community and Dentam Gumpa Association. On the auspicious occasion of Vishwa Shanti Puja, the Rural Development Department organized the foundation stone laying ceremony of the Rurban Community Complex and Training Center at Pegagaon under the Soaring Subdivision on Tuesday. The ceremony was performed by MLA Chairman of Public Accounts Committee Aditya Gole. Joining him were ADC Development SDM Soaring and other officials of the Line Department, Ward Panchayats and the local people. The ADC explained that the schemes under Rurban will also facilitate centre-approved urban area policies for the rural population, adding on to the existing rural area schemes. He gave details on the existing plans of redevelopment as per the new district formation plan and said that all the required support and assistance from the concerned department will be provided for timely completion of the project. Additional Chief Engineer Rinzing Dorji Gyaltsen in his presentation said the structure for the Rurban Community Complex and Training Center is being constructed on about 1.5 hectares of land, which will facilitate all the basic needs for the public. MLA Aditya Gole expresses gratitude towards the local community for being able to bring such developments and that it will be the founding base for growth and progression in and around the area. He said that under the new district upgradation, Soaring will be an educational hub and will have better tourism prospects. A stakeholders consultation meeting was held at Suchna Bhavan on Tuesday to discuss the draft of two important documents, namely Social or Digital Media Advisory and Guidelines for Empanelment of Digital Media with the State IPR Department. The meeting was chaired by Secretary IPR Sephora G. Thargan and was attended by Director IPR Benu Gurung, SP CID Tenzing Lodin Lepcha, representatives of Press Club of Sikkim and Journalist Union of Sikkim, representatives of Press Information Bureau, various digital media houses and officers of IPR Department. The meeting discussed in detail the two documents which have been prepared by the IPR Department to facilitate an enabling environment for digital media houses to operate in the state while ensuring that journalistic ethics are adhered to. The advisory lays down safety tips for all social media users and also talks about provisions laid down under the Information Technology Rules 2021 of the Ministry of Electronics and IT, Government of India, the Code of Journalistic Ethics prescribed by the Press Council of India, the IT Act 2000, as well as relevant sections of the IPC. Likewise, the empanelment guidelines lays down the parameters of empanelment of digital media houses with the state IPR department. Secretary IPR said that the advisory for social or digital media users in the state of Sikkim is an attempt of the state government to bring about a decorum in the digital media space, duly acknowledging the fundamental right of every citizen to express freely. At a time when the majority of the population engages in social media, it is imperative that people are made aware of the pros and cons of social media and thus have a safe online experience, she added. Director IPR said that the department realized the importance of these two documents and started working on the drafts in the year 2019. Finally, after a round of consultation with the stakeholders and the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, the draft has arrived at its present form. Superintendent of Police CID welcomed the initiative of the department and placed his suggestions, especially with regard to the advisory. The representatives from the media presented their perspectives on both the documents and placed their suggestions. Now in other news, the Taliban, Afghanistan's new rulers for a matter of weeks, are challenging the credentials of their country's former UN ambassador and want to speak at the General Assembly's high-level meeting of the world's leaders this week. The question now facing UN officials comes just over a month after the Taliban swept back into power in Afghanistan. A UN spokesperson said Secretary General Antonio Guterres received a communication on September 15th from the currently accredited Afghan ambassador Ghulam Isadzai with a list of Afghanistan's delegation for the Assembly's 76th annual session. 5 days later, Guterres also received another communication with the letterhead Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan Ministry of Foreign Affairs, signed by Amir Khan Muttaqi as Minister of Foreign Affairs, requesting to participate in the UN gathering of world's leaders. The Taliban said it was nominating a new UN permanent representative, Mohammad Suhail Shaheen. He has been a spokesperson for the Taliban during peace negotiations in Qatar. Afghanistan is scheduled to give the last speech on the final day of the high-level meeting on September 27th. It wasn't clear who would speak if the committee met and the Taliban were given Afghanistan's seat. The Taliban have said they want international recognition and financial help to rebuild the war-battered country. But the makeup of the new Taliban government poses a dilemma for the United Nations. Several of the interim ministers are on the UN's so-called blacklist of international terrorists and funders of terrorism. This is all we have for today. Please like and follow our Facebook page. That is the Government of Sikkim official page for the most authentic news and information on recent developments in the government and the state. Please continue wearing mask, wash your hands regularly and maintain physical distance as our fight against COVID-19 still continues. COVID-appropriate behavior needs to be followed even after vaccination. In case you develop symptoms, please self-isolate and get tested within 7 days. Thank you for tuning in.